Hey guys, so we are going to be doing another demo this week. We're kind of building off of the demo we did in week one for this. So it's going to be based around exporting file types out. So go ahead and download the file provided for you for the exporting file types demo from Brightspace. If you look at the name of it once it downloads, you'll notice that it is labeled Mary Ward logo design. So I'm going to wait for that to download. Okay, so if I go into my downloads, you can see it's Mary Ward Design logo. This is what we did in week one. We do have a folder structure set up here, print, screen, and inside the print we have the black folder with the Mary Ward Design black.ai file. And we're going to add to this a little bit. So before we do anything, we need to add a couple things in here. The print folder looks pretty good. It has a black folder in it, but the screen folder, all of the logos for screen, we don't have anything in here. So actually we want to go inside the screen folder. I'm going to put this on, sorry. We're going to go inside the screen folder and then I'm going to control click and put a new folder in here and put a black folder inside of the screen folder. So the print folder should have a black folder and the screen folder should have a black folder. Inside the print folder in our black folder from last week, we do have an AI file that we need to open now once we've actually added the black folder to the screen folder. So this is proper folder structure for logos. We want a folder for print logos and we want a folder for screen logos. We're only going to go as far as black, but we would probably have a color version and a white version in here as well, at least, in both the print and screen. But we're just going to go as far as black right now because it's just a lot to do. You'll get the basic concepts, hopefully, from this, from walking through this demo. So let's go into the black and open up the AI file that's in there. This is what we made before. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start exporting out file types. So we can just do, we're going to start with the print logos, the high resolution, CMYK, color logos. Obviously with this one, we probably wouldn't have two different logos on here. We probably just want to have one at a time. Obviously we delete one of these maybe. So go ahead and delete that top one and center the bottom one on the artboard as best you can. Might be a good idea to size it up in the artboard too, just to fill the artboard a little bit better. So go ahead and do that before you export out. And then do Command S to save that in the AI file. And then let's do a file export as. So we are going to export out in the print folder, in the black folder, alongside that AI file that we just opened. We're going to export out a JPEG file. So go ahead and push JPEG. Go ahead and check the Use Artboards checkbox. This is handy because it only will export what's on the artboard. Sometimes if you have things out in the gray area, if you export out a JPEG without checking this box, you will get a file with whatever you have in the gray area included in your file. So, religiously remembering to check this Use Artboards checkbox when you're exporting out of Illustrator is a really good idea. And then go ahead and push export. So we can leave the file name exactly the same. So, and then we want this on CMYK. If it's not, you can put this on maximum. And we want to make sure the resolution is at 300. So this is how we know we have a print logo, because it's high res and it's in CMYK color mode. So that's really important with the JPEG file. And let's do a file save as to get the PDF. So you have to do a save as to get a PDF. You can't do an export, you have to do a save as. So let's go down to the PDF under format, leave the file name the same except for just the extension is going to change. Go ahead and push save. It'll ask you certain things. You can go down to high quality print. So that will ensure that this PDF is in 300 ppi in CMYK color mode. So we're going to go and change the PDF preset to that. A lot of this stuff with this particular file, don't need to worry about, so go ahead and just push save PDF. Okay, so we've saved out the AI, PDF, and a JPEG all in CMYK color mode, high resolution, in the print black folder, because this is the black version of the logo. Okay, if we made a color version, we would export out and save JPEGs, PDFs, AIs of the color version in the color folder within print for the print. But okay, we're only doing black right now. So now we're going to actually save out low resolution JPEG and PNG files of the black logo inside the screen folder, inside the black folder. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll do File, Export, Export As. So we need to back out of this. We need to go into, we need to go into, we need to back up, and we need to go into the screen, and then black. And Mary Ward Design, black, JPEG, that's what we want. We want to use the artboards. We're going to push export. But we're going to change this to RGB color mode, and we're going to change the resolution to 72 ppi for screen. Sometimes you might want to do like medium, but for the sake of being technically correct, let's do 72 ppi because that is the correct resolution for screens. So if you're using this for like a website or anything, you know, email graphic or an animated web ad, like you would export out an RGB low res version of your logo as either JPEG or PNG. So the JPEG is a good option for most applications. PNG is going to be better for transparent background. So go ahead and push OK. So that will be a low res RGB color mode version of the black. So let's do File, Export, Export As, and we're in the correct use artboards. We want to make this PNG here. This is great for preserving transparency. Definitely check the use artboards box, push export. Background color is transparent, perfect. We don't want this to be high resolution. We want it to be 72 ppi. And then just push OK. So if we go back into Finder and look through, documents. Did I do that in the downloads? I probably did. Print, black, we have these three files in here. I'm actually going to rename this because for some reason Illustrator is always adding in these pesky extra, and I haven't figured out how to work around that for some reason, but let's just go ahead and rename it so they all look the same. But we have an AI, JPEG, PDF, CMYK color mode, 300 ppi within the black folder within the print folder. We go into the screen folder, and go in here, we have a black version, and of a PNG and a JPEG. So yeah, those are low res in RGB color mode. So, and they're in the screen folder. So that's what your folder structure should look like. You know, it's a little complicated, but that's honestly how you would set yours up. Like I said, normally in the print folder we'd have a color, we'd have a white, at least, with the same file types inside of there as are in the black folder in the print. And then in screen we'd have black, white, and color in there as well with a JPEG and a PNG that are RGB low res. So anyway, just wanting to get you familiarized with the process of saving out file types, the folder structures, the naming conventions, that kind of thing. So let's go control click on this and compress that. And this is what I want in Brightspace for a grade, the folder structure and all the file types that we saved out during this demo. All right, thanks. Bye.